Hey guys, thanks for joining me again today here at Kaylee's Corner. So I had kind of a quick experiential word that I wanted to share with you. God was kind of speaking to me through an experience that I had today. So I just wanted to go ahead and share it with you, pray that it's encouragement for you. And yeah, that it just kind of continues to give you revelation with where you're at and where God might be leading you. Again, take every word to God. Not every word is for every person, but I do pray that it would bring you closer to Jesus, even if that's just asking him more questions about where you're at and what it looks like for you. So anyways, I wanted to just hop right into it. So today what I experienced was totally out of the blue. I was not anticipating it. It wasn't like anything out of my ordinary routine kind of thing. I was at the pharmacy waiting to get my prescription that has been a whole ordeal to try to get refilled, and just insurance and all this fun stuff. And I swear every time I forget their lunch break, and I always end up going right in the middle of their lunch break. And so I'm like, all right, I'm going to shop around a little bit at the store until, you know, my prescription is ready. And until they open back up. And so, you know, I did, and I came back right a couple minutes before they were supposed to be opening up the pharmacy side of things. And I had seen that there was like a couple different people sitting, you know, kind of like in what you would deem the waiting area ahead of me. So of course, you know, you just kind of fill in behind where everybody already is, you know, just kind of like assume the position that you're, you know, kind of come into the pharmacy area at. And we, you know, we're just all kind of standing there. A couple of these people were just kind of sitting down talking with each other. I honestly didn't think much of it. You know, I was like third or fourth person in line. And then there was quite a few people behind me, and I was like, oh, that's fine. You know, like I'm fine waiting for a little bit. And then like as soon as, you know, like they opened up and called, you know, like, hey, you know, we can help whoever is next. The two gentlemen in front of me, one of them just turns around and they're like, here ma'am, like I want you to, you can go ahead and go in front of us, like I want you to go first. And it was one of those things where I was just like, I was taken so off guard, and it was one of those things like, are you sure? Like you've been sitting here way longer than I have. Like I literally just got here, and I had seen them when I first got to the store, so like I know they've been waiting there way longer than I had been. And they're like, oh no, like we are enjoying our conversation, you feel free, like we want you to go ahead and like, you know, go to the front of the line kind of situation. And I like kind of just kept looking, I'm like, thank you so much, like that is so kind of you, like are you really sure about that? And they're like, yeah, of course, no, it's no problem at all, like honestly, like he just kept saying like, it's my pleasure, like I want you to go ahead of me kind of thing. And I was like, okay, I guess, you know, like I'm not gonna argue with you. And then there was another gentleman who was like kind of around the corner, and he was still ahead of me. So I was like, okay, you know, like you can go ahead, sir. And he was like, oh no, like I want you to go ahead to the front, like, you know, if they were ahead of me and you're ahead of them, so like, you know, you just go to the front of the line kind of thing. And again, like I was taken so off guard. I'm like, what is going on? You know, like totally felt like I was put on the spot, and but in like in a really good way. And so I just kept saying, thank you, like I so appreciate you guys and your generosity. And so, you know, go up, get my prescription and everything, and then, you know, back out of the store and everything. But it was so timely. Like that's, I think, why I couldn't let it go, was because it was so timely. That really what God has been speaking to me through lots of different people, and just I mean for a while now, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I've been hearing it for a while, but wasn't really believing it. You know, sometimes we hear words and we're like, yeah, I'm not really sure that's for me. And I think this was kind of God saying like, here it is in your real life physical world around you, you know, like, do you believe me now kind of thing. And sometimes that's what I need. I am all about where God is working in the spirit, but there are times where I'm like, I need to see this in the physical world, God. Like I want to see it here now, all around me kind of situation. And so I really feel like that's what he was saying. And what he has been saying to me is like the concept and the idea of he wants to bring his children that are at the back of the line, and he wants to put them at the front of the line. And I know there's a verse that talks about those who are first will be last, and those who are last will be first. And all of it is like for God's glory, and all of it is through him. Like this isn't something that we are to do to like earn this privilege, if that makes sense. Like it is just simply him kind of rearranging and placing you at the front, because of just honestly where you're at and what you've worked through, and he has deemed you ready to put you at the front of the line. And so today, with this whole experience at the pharmacy, it was like a real world application of, oh my gosh, like this is real? Like, are you serious, God? Like, did that just happen? And I don't know, like I just felt like for the rest of the afternoon, he really just kept ministering to my heart that yes, I am serious this time. I am dead serious that it is your time. This is a word for you. This is the season you are in. This is something I have for you. This is something that I want for you. And like, let me prove it to you, kind of thing. And so that's kind of what I wanted to, just share with you guys about is, God is moving, and the idea that we've been hearing about for a while, that like the last will be first, and that he is elevating those, maybe more the underdogs, or just people that don't feel qualified for these positions at all, but they are the ones who have humbled themselves before God. They are the ones who have been diligent every step of the way. They are the ones that have laid down their life. They are the ones that continuously pick up their cross every single day, die to themselves, and live their life for Jesus. Like, I really feel like this is the moment, this is the season where God is elevating you guys. He is bringing you to the front of the line. And more than that, it's not just gonna be like in this like little secretive way where like all of a sudden, here you go and you just like pop up at the front. Like for me, I literally felt like I was like walking down this aisle of all of these people, like just staring at me like, look at her, she is like being put at the front of the line. And so I really feel like that's what God is saying. It's like, it is your time. It is your time. It is time for you to be brought from the back, to be put into the front of the line, and that this isn't something that you can earn or like strive your way into. It is something that God's wanting to give you. And really, what he kept telling me specifically is like, he has put people in such certain situations that will literally clear the path for you. Like these gentlemen did, like right before me. They had been waiting there, like kind of like occupying the line. Like they were the front of the line. They had been waiting there for quite some time. So like they kind of, and then so with their decision of them saying, yeah, we want you to go first. We want you to, come to the front of the line. Like they pretty much cleared out the entire path, because no one else really could say anything, because they're like, oh, well, they were already in the front. And so they literally cleared the entire path for me to just come right up into the front. And so I really feel like that's what God's heart is like, he has put people out into the world, where in whatever situation you may be in, that are clearing the path for you, or they have already cleared the path for you. And then God's going to be able to bring you in, and just like this quick reversal of, okay, here you are, like this is your moment to, like we're bringing you to the front, and everyone can see you and know you, and now you can share whatever it is that he has been working in you with all of this time. And so, yeah, I really feel like it's really exciting. It's encouraging to know, like, you haven't been forgotten. Everyone that has humbled themselves and really been working and like seeking God's face in the quiet place and just in your alone time, like it is going to be put on display in a public way, and that he is reversing these, last people to the front. And yeah, I just feel like he just kept repeating, like, this is your redemptive story. Like, this is your redemption story. Like, I am redeeming you. And like, this is where God gets his glory, is by putting you out front, because he knows and trusts that you're going to glorify his name in the process. So yeah, I guess just be expectant or joyfully excited. I don't even know, just to believe and trust that like it can happen for you, and it will happen for you in the time that he has deemed it to happen for you. And that this is your redemptive story. You are being redeemed. And I pray that you have a blessed rest of your day, and that God continues to work through you and your life, and in whatever way, whatever form that may look like. I pray you have a blessed rest of your day, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.